Good morning, Packers fans. Aaron Nagler here with your Packers Daily Chat. It's Wednesday morning. We're on the Cheesehead TV social channels live talking Packers with Packers fans worldwide because it's what we do here at Cheesehead TV, including all the fine people in the comments already showing up and putting out their stuff, talking about the green and gold. That's what we like to see first thing in the morning. Why not start your day with some Packers talk, right? You got the rest of the real life waiting for you for the rest of the day. Start it off right. Talk some Packers. And you know what else you should be doing? You should be going checking out Underdog Fantasy. It's the best and easiest place to play fantasy football for big cash prizes. On Underdog Fantasy, you just draft. No need to worry about waivers, lineups, or injuries. Underdog handles it all for you. Go to fantasy. That's what you want to do. You want to go to underdogfantasy.com or download the app. You get a free $25 in bonus cash if you use code Cheesehead when you make your first deposit. That $25 is worth 5 free entries into the Puppy 3, a fantasy football tournament with a $1 million grand prize and a $200,000 prize for first place. Now, let's say, you have a regular league that you play in every year with your friends. You've been doing it forever. Oftentimes, you can miss out on players you really like, let's say, Aaron Rodgers. Well, you can go sign up for Underdog and play more fantasy football, draft Aaron Rodgers 5 times, and you won't ever have to worry about setting those lineups. You'll get Rodgers' best scores throughout the season. So go to Underdog Fantasy and check it out. And, if you're not into the fantasy scene, because some people aren't, man. Some people want something they can touch, something they can feel, something they can leaf through. Well, you know what you need? You want the 2021 official Green Bay Packers yearbook. That's right. Go to packersyearbook.com. Use code CHTV to get 10% off. Look at that. It's a fine, fine item. Also, you can subscribe to the Game Day magazine. Same code, same percentage off. CHTV to get 10% off. Get the Game Day magazine delivered to your inbox each and every morning of every single game. It's fantastic. And, while you're tooling around the internet, check out VINFL.com. That's VINFL.com and get your sweet Acme Packers hoodie. I mean, this thing is sweet. Represent the Green Bay Packers wherever you go. Show off your knowledge of history and how much you support the Packers with your hoodie, your Acme Packers hoodie from VINFL.com. Use code CheeseheadTV to get 15% off. Are you doing fine, folks, in the comments section? Already got a couple super chats to get to. Don't want to miss the super chats. Can't do it. Aiden, thanks for the super chat. CHTV during a college Zoom is the absolute vibe. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. Multitasking, baby. I like it. I like it a lot. What else we got? Nuclear Family, what's up, man? Thanks for the super chat. AJ Hawk's wit is so advanced and funny to me. Besides 12, who are some of the funniest Packers you've talked to who has a future being good in media? Well, all time talking to, love talking to John Kuhn. Obviously, he's already in media. He's made that jump. Trying to think of guys I've talked to throughout the years. Mike Daniels was always a ball to talk to. Always had a really good time. I think he's got a future if he wants it on the media side. Present Packers. I mean, I think Bakhtiari is an obvious choice, although I don't know how inclined he'd be to do media stuff, but he's always engaging, always really thoughtful and funny as hell. So those are the guys that leap to mind anyway. Did they try to get anything for Martin before they released him? Dan, not that I know of, but calls are going on each and every day, so you never really know, but I don't think so. Like I said, I think it was yesterday, but, at this point, it's a miracle if you can get a 7th-round pick for a guy because most people know who you're about to release. And given his play on the field, Kamal Martin was not long for this green and gold world. Benjamin, thanks for the super chat. I might have gotten a little bit of his shirt frustrating as hell on the field sometimes, but damn if I don't love me some Kevin King. Benjamin, I just watched his availability. Kevin King's availability is a must-watch for Packers fans. And look, I understand the frustrations of the NFC Championship game. Hell, I wasn't a fan of the decision to bring Kevin back. I thought it was time for a fresh start, new blood, etc. But damn if he wasn't accountable and, pretty damn stand-up guy at the podium yesterday during his availability, answering some tough questions. And the answer about the pass interference call was priceless. What seemed like a 5-minute pause before saying, I might have gotten a little bit of his shirt. that was priceless. Any update on the Funchess injury? Ward, just that he's still injured. That's it. I'm going to keep telling you guys, during the preseason, injury information is under lock and key. The only thing we'll ever get is if they want something out. Because during the preseason, they're not required to give us anything. So they're not going to hear much reporting on it, and the Packers certainly aren't going to tell. So hopefully maybe we'll get him back out on the field tomorrow. There's no practice today. But if we don't see him at practice tomorrow, I'll be shocked if he plays in the final preseason game. That's for sure. Joseph, thanks for the super chat. Love Slayton's pressers. Doesn't sound like a rook. Yeah, big man seems to know what the hell is going on. Gotta love it. Good day from London. What's up, Dale? Good morning from New York City. Hope you're doing well. I don't know some of these questions. Nobody benefited from the fans' obsession with Kevin King more than Will Redmond. The dropped INT was brutal. It was, very much was. I mean, Kevin King's play at the end of the first half doesn't happen if Redmond just holds on to that interception. Yeah, there's a million plays in that game. Any one of them goes the other way, and the Packers probably win the game. But that's life, baby. That's especially life in Green Bay, apparently. But yeah, Redmond. It's tough news on Redmond also. Going on IR yesterday, the Packers putting him on injured reserve, ending his season. A reminder for everybody, because I do get this question almost every time someone goes on IR in preseason. If you are put in IR before the regular season starts, actually before the cut down to 53, then you are done for the season. They can bring people back starting week 1 if they've been on injured reserve for over 3 weeks. And there are rules and stipulations within that, of course, but that's when that rule begins. If you are placed on injured reserve prior to the cut down to 53, your season is over. So that would mean Redmond is done for the year. Loved Gaines' story. That kid is hungry. Sandy, no doubt. A little DoorDash to supplement the income. Hey, man, people out here just trying to make a living. Reminded me of Dominic Daphne last year, talking about how he was a bouncer in Iowa when he got the call for a workout from the Packers, and 2 months later, he's catching a touchdown from Rodgers against the Bears. I mean, it's crazy. Crazy. Does the option to keep Funchess maybe affect the tight end options, or are they unrelated? Him being a big body possession receiver slightly covers the wide receiver tight end option. I don't think it really, I mean, it does in the sense of they all have to work together, obviously, to get to 53. Maybe they keep Funchess over somebody, but I suspect, a lot more will depend on their ability on special teams. And I got to think if this is completely hypothetical, obviously, but say the decision comes down to, okay, we're going to either keep Funchess or Dominic Daphne. I think you keep Daphne because he's going to play every game. He's going to help you on teams in a way that Funchess probably isn't. That's just practicalities. Now, there's a million different variables and lots of different discussions will be had while they're trying to figure out the bottom parts of those depth charts. But those are the types of discussions they'll be having, without question. GP Day, what's up, man? Thanks for the super chat. Where would you rather sit? First row end zone seat for a chance at a leap, or a prime 50-yard spot for a Packers game? Oh, 50-yard spot, no question. Give me about 15, 20 rows up. Beautiful. The leap, I don't need a leap in my life. Does Love play the entire game on Saturday, Nags? I doubt it. I think they'll probably give him a half, maybe into the third quarter, because that was supposedly the plan the first preseason game before he got injured. There's no guarantee he'll even play. Matt hasn't said that point blank yet. So let's see what happens tomorrow in practice. But yeah, I would suspect at least a half. Steel, what's up, man? Steel Driving Crew, thanks for the super chat. I'm just here for that sweet intro and outro music for real. I love it, and I guess the Packers. Yeah, thanks. I love it. Woody, if Woody's out there, Woody, you got to make a video of you shredding to that song, because it is still one of my favorite things I've ever seen on the internet. Patrick, thanks for the super chat. Hello from the land of maple syrup. Patrick, hello from the land of, I don't know, garbage smell, because that's what New York is in August. It's like, this is the worst time to be in New York City. Right here, right now. It is, I hate it now. And especially now we're in this, you guys can hear my air conditioning going probably, because we're in this stretch of 4 or 5 days of over 90 degrees. It's awful to be in New York City right now. That's why I can't wait. Labor Day weekend, I'm getting the fuck out of town. Any word on if Giannis owns a share of the Packers? Seems to be working for the crew. Not yet, Bubbatron. I'm going to have to open up a special stock sale for him, though. Nags, who wins the starting guard spots? Mike, I really, truly think it's still up in the air. That's what's crazy. I think Saturday's game is going to go a long way in determining where they go. They continue to mix and match. I know Lucas Patrick was at left guard yesterday, and I believe they had, that was not Van Lanen, and it wasn't Braden. But they're still rotating guys. each and every day. So, and it wasn't Runyon. Who? It was the other draft pick whose name is totally escaping me right now. But they have been rotating guys pretty much daily. So I would suspect that game on Saturday is going to go a long way to helping make their final decision. I keep saying it though. I'll be surprised if Lucas Patrick isn't at least one of them. But I've been surprised before. Newman, thank you, Royce Newman. Yeah. Hello, Newman. Why doesn't Kelly get mentioned much? Sly, because he's injured. He's been hurt. If I remember right, I think it's a knee. But yeah, he's been out for a while now. Married guy says, I'm married. Guess what, married guy? I'm not. I'm going to start my YouTube handle, Divorced Guy. How's that? That'll be great. Adam's going to get his money soon. Tommy, I hope so. I hope we wake up to news that the Packers and Davante Adams have agreed to an extension prior to week 1. That's my hope. That's my dream. I'm sticking to it. It's good to have dreams. Good to have goals, people. Dustin, thanks for the super chat. Nags, you went from Bostic to Chimura in Madden 22. Big win last night. Big win. Big win. I'm sorry for the audio issues. I'm going to try and work on that today. I don't know what the hell was happening there. It's fine for like 45 minutes, and then like that last 10 minutes is just crap. I don't know why. Because that happened the first night too. But yes, thank you. Thanks for tuning in. Most curious to see come regular season, teams or defense? Oh, definitely defense. I mean, look, everyone talks about special teams, and they are important. But as a fan, like, just don't fuck it up. That's all I care about. Just be competent. Like, that's the bar. That's where we're at. As Packers fans, what decades of incompetent play on special teams has led me down a path where I am now just sitting here going, don't fuck it up. That's it. That's the bar. You know, Mo Drayton, you do not have a difficult task. I mean, I guess it is difficult in and of the task itself, but in the grand scheme of life, all I want out of special teams is competence. Catch the ball, don't turn it over, don't allow big, huge fucking returns. Hell, even 8, 9, 10-yard returns. That's fine. I'm totally fine. Just competence. That's it. That's all I want. So when it comes to what am I looking forward to? The defense. Yeah, I want to see these guys. I want to see them get after. I want to see them hit quarterbacks. I want to see them take the ball away. I want to see them wreaking some havoc. That's what I want. I'm excited about the defense. The special teams, who gets excited about special teams? I mean, look, and this is the other thing. Oh, it's 1/3 of the game. Yeah, everyone says that. But then you go out to practice, and there's not a lot of special teams work. Coach knows. Coaches know. I mean, hell, the Packers and the Buccaneers had like 2 of the worst special teams units in the league last year, and they were in the NFC Championship game. You know, so the importance of special teams, I guess, not really. And will it cost you a game? Yes, bad special teams will cost you a game. So all I want is competence. Just be competent. Brian, thanks for the super chat. I'm so excited for TJ Slayton. You and me both. Yes, sir. Kumaro dropped a few last weekend. I'll let Aaron Rodgers know. Joshua, thanks for the super chat. Nags, JB had the number 1 D in LA last year, and I truly expect to be top 10 this year with the extra bulk on the front and the continued rise of Gary. I mean, top 10 is a realistic goal, I would say. I think a lot of it does depend on how they hold up front. I'm excited not only for Slayton, but Jack Heflin, I think, will probably make the 53. You know, they released Josh Avery yesterday. That's kind of starting rounding into shape as far as who's going to be working along that D-line. Hopefully Kiki makes another step. But I think, yeah, the defense will probably go as far as that front holds up. And that's a precarious situation. No doubt about it. Dustin, thanks for the super chat. King leads teams in INT this year's market 0, dude. Well, he did 2 years ago. And then he didn't have a single interception last year. He's got to bounce back, or else Stokes is going to take his job. Thanks for the super chat, Aiden. TJ or Jack? Jack. How's that? Casey about that life is excited for Slayton. Matt, he should be. I think he's going to be moving around a lot more this year. I'm excited for it. I know he's excited for it. Hopefully Slayton helps in that regard, especially on early downs. That's where it's key. You know, I don't think Slayton's going to give you a ton on 3rd down or obvious passing situations, but getting you there, that's Slayton's bag. What do we have to pay to get 90s era unis as a throwback? I don't know. That's a good question, Blake. I guess it's still in the cards at some point. Maybe the 20, 30, 40, 50th anniversary? That would be my guess. Is Kumaro is cut? Do the Packers grab him? No. Hello from Houston, Texas. What's up, Ernest? Hello from New York. Hope you're doing well. Early returns are pretty good on Myers, Rogers, Slayton, Newman, and Kylan, and possibly Stokes, too. Seems like Goot did well in this draft. Again, I know it's still early. It is early, Evan. Here's the thing to remember about this draft class. And yes, early returns have been promising, but, this was kind of expected in the sense of he took guys from a lot of big programs, guys who have played in big situations, in big games, big moments, etc., practicing. And this was his point, after the draft when I asked him about it, is like a lot of these guys have played against guys who are going to be in the NFL. They're not there's not a collection of players who have been playing against the future gym teachers of America. These are guys who have been playing against guys who, a lot of them, will be playing on Sundays. So I'm not saying they're going to come in here and light the world on fire, blah, 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 but it's not too big for them. And that's very apparent early on, right? Now, they got to keep it up. They got to continue to develop. They haven't arrived in any way, shape, or form. But yes, early returns are promising, but that probably was or should have been expected for that reason. Rogers keeps picking on Stokes in practice. Good stuff. Well, Stokes is on Devontae a lot, and that's usually the first read. So, yeah, he's going to get thrown at. That's just part of the gig. When is the first transplants? I need a Banky rant. Mike, it is coming. It will either be the Wednesday before the first game or the Wednesday after the first game. It depends on the Live X schedule, but it is coming. I promise. As is Carry the G. Don't forget, we have A.J. Dillon every Monday night during the season on Cheesehead TV with Carry the G with A.J. Dillon. It's going to be a lot of fun. Starting to work on it right now. Myself, Corey, and a handful of Cheesehead TV contributors and friends from around the internet each and every week. Well, it's a bit of a panel show with AJ leading the way. It's going to be a good time. Every Monday night during the season, people. Be sure you're here. Subscribe to Cheesehead TV. Don't miss an episode. Colby just got his Aaron Jones jersey yesterday. That's what I'm talking about. That is what I'm talking about. Compare this Packers team to a 90s TV show. Jack, I was pretty much drunk throughout the 90s, so I couldn't help you. I didn't watch television. I'm sure people in the comments can go ham on that one, but I stopped watching television. Like, basically, when Cheers left the airwaves, I was done. Fingers crossed, the injuries are at a minimum. Clark or Jair injury will be hard to overcome. Yeah, I mean, it depends when they happen, right, Brandy? Look, Clark got injured the very first game last year, and they ended up in the NFC Championship game. It all depends on when it happens and how long they're out, etc. They can weather the storm. I would venture to say a Jair injury would probably be harder to overcome than a Clark injury. A lot of zone. Cheers greater than Frazier. Jonathan, you are correct. Would you ever get a Mercedes Lewis jersey? Would I ever get one? No, I wouldn't get a jersey. I'm just not a jersey guy. Though I really appreciated the Packers sending me a jersey. That was nice. But yeah, no, I mean, the last jersey I bought myself, I want to say was Bubba Franks. That's how long it's been since I bought a jersey. But hey, it was a tight end. So there you go. Bakhtiari, Sitton, Lindsley, Lang, Bulaga is one of the best lines on paper ever. Yeah, I'd agree with that. Fantastic group. No doubt about it. And it's funny when you list it like that, Lindsley's the baby of that group, right? Although, I don't know, man. You go back to that 2003 squad when Brett broke his thumb and they could still run all over everybody, even though the entire stadium knew they were going to run the ball with Amon Green. That line was pretty good. Mike Wall and company, Rivera, etc. That was a pretty fucking good group, too. Divorced guy, too. Electric Boogaloo. I love you guys. Oh, God. Who gets more yards and TDs this season, Cobb or Amari Rogers? Oh, Cobb. Cobb's here for probably this year, and then Aaron will be gone, and then I think Cobb will probably be gone too. This is their last dance. Rogers is going to be feeding the ball. Rogers is going to be getting his friend The Rock. Definitely. Now, that's not to say that Amari Rodgers won't play and won't do well, but we're going to see some Randall Cobb this year. Does Snacks still want to play? Brent, it's been a while since we got a Snacks question. My goodness. Thanks for bringing it back. I have no idea, but go ahead and ask him on Twitter. Although last I saw, he was giving away Madden codes, so I don't think he's in that going to be playing this year kind of mindset, but you never know. I know at the end of the year, there was a report that he wanted $5 million a year. I don't think the Packers are going to get to that number, so I don't think it really is in the cards for a return to Green Bay. But you never know. Maybe October, November, he gets that itch. He's like, I'll play for the veterans minimum for a chance to win a ring. Who knows? All right, everybody, I'm going to have to get going. Can't thank you enough for hanging out, talking Packers each and every day, Monday through Friday, right here on Packers Daily. That's what we do. Please hit like on the video, subscribe to the channel, and then tell your friends and tell your family. Cheesehead TV, we are devoted to Green Bay Packers fans worldwide. Thanks a lot, everybody. Have a great day. Go Pack Go.